How we doing? Back out again on another wild camp at Camp Bob. It's now Valentine's Day and I've got the green light off the wife. I think Leroy could be paying her a visit tonight, I think. Doubt it, like. But no, she's given us the green light to come camping, so I'm happy. I've just finished work yesterday. I finished a late one, didn't get finished till 9 o'clock, so Jimmy's up here. So I thought I'll see the wife, see if I can head out. I mean, we didn't celebrate Valentine's Day anyway after 19 years. We did it first, but not anymore. It's just an American thing, innit? But the bairn is anyway. He's got his roses and his cards and his teddy bears for his lass and that. So good old Jai's celebrating Valentine's Day, bless him. But anyway, I'm waffling already. But I'm going to head up to Camp Bob for a total chill. A bit of work to do because there's been a lot of water come down, and it does suffer from water because it's a new plantation. So we're going to go up and put some new drainage in and maybe put a new path in as well. So that's the plan. Maybe do that tomorrow. I want to just get up and chill and have some nice food. I've got some lamb, I've got some ostrich steaks, and I've got I'm going to make a nice stew as well, you know. A nice lamb stew. So I really do want to come here and chill, but I am going to do a bit of graft as well, maybe tomorrow, and put a full day's graft in tomorrow. I've got Chase here with us. He hasn't been out camping for a while. So he was happy when I said you're coming camping. His ears were pricked up in the garden, and he was looking forward to it, I think. He knows where he is. Anyway, I'm waffling. You know me. I do like a little waffle, even at the beginning of the videos. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. I'm here, and Jimmy's bought his Celanova, the same as mine. That's Jimmy's new one there. You can see the height difference. Mine's got bigger tyres on, and it's got a 2-inch lift. But Jimmy will get round to doing it. But we've got a lot planned this year. We're going to definitely be going out and doing a bit of green laning, stroke with the camping as well. So I've got a lot planned. I've got all the routes sorted. I've been on the memory map, and I've been on the definitive map to plan the routes. So loads planned this year. But yeah, Jimmy looks clean as out, mate. Looks a nice little clean motor. Right, I'm here at my little spot. I don't know if I've showed you this, you know, in my old videos. I'm not sure, but I've been coming up a while, building a permanent structure, because we've got permission to be in here, so why not build a permanent structure? Saves bringing all your gear in, you know. The top bit here, that rolls down and it goes all the way to the ends, perfectly fitted. Like it goes, you can tie it up round there and tie it up round here, or you can have this over the top, and have it as a tarp over the top, you know, if it's raining and that, and then it'll go over the top of the fire pit as well because it's canvas. Gary got a load of canvases from eBay. I think he paid about 40 quid for 5 12x12 canvases. The fella wasn't very happy when he went and picked them up, to be fair. Like, I don't think he think it was going to go so cheap, but 12x12 canvases. I think Gaz gave 100 quid just for that one by itself. That's a 12x12, and he gave 100 quid for it. So when we got 4 or 5 for 30 odd quid, 40 quid, absolute bargain. So we all decided we're going to make a permanent shelters out of them, you know. So I'll give you a quick look inside. I've got my bed there, my normal bed that I always had. It's a bit dirty because when I put it up it was lashing down and that, but I've had to go to a wood place and bring the wood in, because at the end of the day this isn't a woodland that we can chop trees down and use the wood as a shelter, you know. But I've kept it as close as I can to like a lean-to, you know. I mean, it's a big old thing, but we're going to block this off here, put a fire in there with a chimney coming out for the cold nights. So I'm really happy with it. I'm really happy with it. See, it's somewhere that I don't need to bring as much kit in. I can keep it in there, you know, the stuff that's heavy and that, you know, I can keep it in there. I've got a little wood store at the side that I just put on, just so got a bit of wood drying out. Plenty of wood in here for the next sort of year, I would say, but after that we're going to have to start bringing our own wood in, which isn't a problem. We'll just get a tractor to bring a load of logs up and tip them at the front, you know. You can get them now for 30-40 quid a ton or whatever they are, big massive dumpy bag full, you know. So the lads don't mind chipping in a fiver and getting a big bag, so we've all got wood. But no, I'm really happy with it, and like I say, I can still come out and hammock if I decide I want to hammock in the summer. I can have that open. I can close it down, like I say. I can close it down or have it over the top. There's a few options with it. There's definitely a few options with my shed. Definitely a few options. I don't know what sheds some people are looking at, like, but a canvas shed, I've never heard of one. Like canvas lean-to, which is what I've got, your shed heads. But anyway, that's another subject indeed. So yeah, that's me lean-to. Hope you like it. I'm happy with it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself set up. Jimmy's over the far corner with the dog. You can hear him yapping in the back. That's got little man syndrome, that thing. So I'm just going to get my gear set up, chill out, dig a fire pit, put a fire reflector so the heat goes back into there. I'm going to put that in front. I'm going to bury that in. And I'm going to totally chill out. I've got some nice food. I've got some lamb shank, which I'm going to chop up and make a lamb hot pot. I've got some ostrich fillets as well, which I can have, make a nice stew, and I'm actually looking forward to chilling out. We're going to do a day's work tomorrow. We're going to burn the toilets out. Toilets are getting a bit full, so we'll burn them out. That's that done. And we're going to probably put a new path coming in. We've got some new cameras to put up. We've all bought cameras, so we've got a kind of few eyes on the place, and the farmer at the top's got his eye on the place now as well. So happy days. Anyway, I'm waffling. I'll get my gear sorted and I'll bring us back.
Don't be scared to leave yourself open. Dreams, bullshit seeds, the rules are made to be broken. And now the voice in my head is a ghost singing songs like, boy, stay away from the campfire. You got a head like stone. Don't be playing for the vampires. One bite and you never come home. Oh, stay away from the campfire. You got a head like stone. Don't be playing for the vampires. One bite and you never come home. One bite and you never come home.
Remorseful what? You people have done everything in the world to me. Doesn't that give me equal right? I can do anything I want to you people at any time I want to, because that's what you've done to me. If you spit in my face and go in solitary confinement for nothing.
Happy days. That's the good thing about having a permanent shelter, you know. You can bring your gear in. You don't have to come in heavy. Because I mean, to bring that camp bed in, the chairs and the small tables, you've got to do a couple of trips to the car, you know. Luckily it's only 50 metres away, but it's nice to have a permanent structure up, somewhere where I can come. I mean, I've got Camp Gus as well, which I was there last time, but it's nice to come and be where the other lads are and that, you know, and have a chill with them. But having a permanent structure to bring your gear in is perfect. It's definitely where it's at for me, like. So I'll give you a little look around, show you what I've got. I'm going to build a fire pit. I'm only going to put it in so far, just bury that into the ground. Put a little wall up so it reflects the heat back in there. I mean, it's absolutely glorious today. I think it's 10-11 degrees. It's perfect. It's lovely. So I really looking forward to this camp. I really am. Anyway, I'm waffling again. You know me. See you in a bit. It's going to be kipping. I'll bring him further in at the back. He'll kip at the bottom of my bed. I tried to get him again on, but to be fair, he likes to just lie on the floor. Bless him. So I'm gonna bury that into the ground, like I was just saying there. I've got my snug pack on my camp bed. I've got a few pots. I always bring a bit of water up. With it being winter, the water does freeze, so I always bring 4 or 5 litres up with us. So the pack's heavy coming in, but it is like going out. Couple of ration packs. I've always got them up here just as spares, you know. Got these firelighters. I'm going to see what these are like. They were from B&M's. So I'm going to try them out and see what they're like just for lighting the fire. I mean, yeah, we can all do flint and steel and that, but when you're coming out of chill, you just want the fire going and blah 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 blah. I've got a couple of new toys here. I've got a small spit that one of the lads made us. He used to come camp with us, he never comes anymore. But there's a small spit to put my bits of meat in front, just sit in front of the fire. It's only so high, you know, it's tiny, but it's perfect for like a small bit of meat and just keep turning it, you know. I'll give you a little look at that later on. I've bought a tripod just from China. It's a Chinese tripod. I've got a big tripod as well, but I'm just going to try that out and maybe leave that up here. I've got a few different hanging pots. You get these off Trade Post, Bushcraft Trade Post. The lad on there, they fold away. It's like 3 or 4 parts to it. It's like a squirrel cooker, but you've got your pot hangers on and everything, you know, really good. So try that. I've got my normal backup stove. I'm going to have a fire going shortly, so got my food, you know, just the normal essentials. I've got a nice big light to go on. I don't know if I showed you this, but Gaz made them. I'll give you a little look. I'll just give you a little skeg of this. I'll bring it over here. Gaz made it, and it's basically, it's probably going to fall there. Yeah, I'll just put it down here. It's basically got a couple of USBs, 1 amp and 2.1 amp. It's got your normal 12 volt normal lighter socket, you know. It's got your lights on, which are really bright. I'll turn them off. Inside, I'll just give you a quick look what he's done. And there's the batteries and everything all wired up. So you can put all your wires in there, all your like just down here. You can put all your wires just down here, all your connections that you need. That's what I do. I put them in there, and then I know I've got them. And it's just like I say, we're only, I'll just fold that back for you lads. Like I say, we're only walking 50 metres, so carrying that in is no problem, you know. And it just gives you battery life all the way through here for a couple of days, not a problem. We're on about getting one of these electric showers for the summer, because you do sweat, and you could, and that would run the electric shower no problem at all. So happy days. I mean, I think I used that the last time I was out, and it's not just charging phones and that. It doesn't use none of the battery, you know. Probably will with a pump going, but I mean, they'll still last for ages, like. So that's Gary's homemade battery packs. He's made a few of the lads them, some smaller, some bigger. That's the big one. It's a bigger battery in it and everything. But he has made some smaller ones for the lads. But they're perfect. Absolutely perfect. I think Rich torn apart self-sufficiency had done one, and Gaz says I'm going to make a couple of them. I can do them. So cheers, Rich. I'm glad you did put that video up, because that's now I've got one, you know. Brilliant bits of kit. Ideal to take away in the Land Rovers when we're doing the Green Lane, and you know. Ideal, because you've always got, like, you're not using your main battery. So I've got my knives in there. I've got an LB there. You've all seen my LB custom knife. Such a shame to hear about Lee. Could have been a big massive miss, mate. You were an absolute craftsman at work, like you really were. Really sad to hear. And condolences to your family and your kids and that, mate. Gutted, absolutely gutted. But I think Funky Prepper has got a raffle on for a knife, and all the proceeds go to his wife and kids and that, you know. I mean, the donations that have been given for Lee have been unbelievable, you know. The bushcraft community's really pulled it together and got his wife and kids a little bit to help them, you know. It's not going to bring Lee back, but that little bit of help, I'm sure, will go a long way. But Lee, rest in peace, brother. I'm glad I had the privilege of meeting you on a few occasions at the bushcraft show and that, you know, mate. You were always full of smiles and a real good craftsman, pal. But there is a raffle if you go over to Funky Preppers channel. Jack Law Sandy has made a Jack Law to raffle off for Lee's family. If you go over there, all the details will be coming up shortly. I've just seen a video of Sandy's, so please go and check it out and go and give your support. You've got a chance to win a Jack Law, you know, for a chance of a raffle ticket. If you're not in it, you won't win it. So, but anyway, Lee, rest in peace, brother. Rest in peace. I'll have a beer for you tonight, pal. So yeah, it's time to get digging, and he loves it in here. Time to get digging and get me fire on and that and chill out. See you in a bit. Right, as you can see, I've just buried this into the ground. Going to put a fire retarder there just so it brings the heat back in, like I was saying. So I'm just getting on with that now. I brought the chainsaw because it's easy, wallop through it. So I'm going to get on with that now and just...
This is the beginning of the rest of your life. You'd better stop moving like you're running out of time. The realization coming over your mind that it should be a canter. If you could just find the answer, you know it should be a canter. If you are less of a wanker, more than half of the time. This is the beginning of the rest of your life. You better start grafting cause you're running out of time. The roof is on fire and it's raining outside, but it should be a canter. If you could just find the answer, you know it should be a canter. If you're just a wee bit less of a wanker. More than half of the time. Because the hardest part of the game isn't even playing the game, is caring enough to care about the things that you're doing. Oh, it's a wee crying shame. Here comes the rain. Look at me, Molly, I'm dancing.
Right, that's all done. There's my wall built. Fire wall to retract the heat back into here. Got my bed, I've got my little chair to sit on, a little kneeling pad when I'm stoking the fire and that. I've got a couple of options for cooking. Excuse me. I've got my bit of wood for tonight to get the fire started. I've got this, just a Chinese tripod and the old faithful billy can. Cracking bit of kit. I can't fault them. I've had that absolutely probably 6 or 7 years and it's still going strong. I just give it a scrub every now and again, but to be fair, it's done the job. Does what it says in the tin. I've got this other way of cooking, so I can either have the tripod or I can put my kettle on, like me, you know, boil some water, put a pan on there, frying pan or something, and cook some food over the fire. So I've got that option, a few options there. This is a spit, little small spit roast. You can turn it 4 ways. It's threaded bar and he's just shaved it off. Scotty, you might remember him. I used to camp with him a long time ago. Never see him now, bless him. But Scotty, if you're watching, hurry up and get your arse back up here. There we go. That's that. 4 different angles. He's shaved the threaded bar so you know you can keep turning the meat, you know. But great little spit roast there. So a few little options to do me cooking on. It's got a bit of fire prep sorted for tonight to get the fire started, make it bigger and then bigger. And then I've got me wood store on the side. Wood store's there, all done. So yes, happy. Right, I'm going to try one of these new fire starters, get the fire going, get a brew on, a nice cup of coffee, and I'm going to have a cheesecake or something, get a bit of sugar into us. So I'm just going to light it with a thingy, but we'll see how they go like. And the light need, but they're full of oil, full of resin. Stick that on there. Let that get going. I like the way I've got a few options, you know. Sit and chill and different ways of cooking. So quite happy with that. See what them like. I think they look alright, like, so they should do the job. I think on the packet they say they've got like a burn time of about 5 minutes. So if you kind of get a fire started in 5 minutes, something definitely wrong. There you go, and she's away. She's away. Happy days. Yeah, get the fire on, get the kettle on. Nice cup of coffee. Can't beat it, can you? Can't beat it. Aye. A bit bigger stuff now. Get them on. Aye, she's away. She's away, lads. Build up. We'll let that go, and we'll get the water in there. We'll get it over the top and get a nice cup of coffee. Some water on. Aye. Fill the pot up just so I've got plenty of water the day, you know, I've got loads of water up here, so I'll fill the pot up so we've got a few brews. I'll plug one up. That's it. That's just one of them Chinese tripods, the mint.
Aye, they are. I like that sticking out like.
That's what thingy made us, Scotty.
Aye.
You like coffee?
No, you got tea.
No. I didn't need tea, like.
You got tea in your ration pack?
Oh, I will have, where are you?
Yeah, aye.
Where are you? You not go back over there.
Aye. Oh, I like this chair, like. I think I'll be putting my fucking trainers on. Yes, mate.
I know it's dried up, hasn't it?
Aye.
That channel you've put in, it's dried it up, like.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? This is what I wanted to do, you know. I've got my shelter done. I want to just sit here and, you know, come and enjoy it, you know.
I stand there and I look and I think, put that there, and I put it out now then.
Need to change
Take
it.
it out, put it back in.
You like that Carlisle 195? It's forever building.
Need to stop doing all that shit, like. I'm finished doing the outside for now.
Yeah, you're nearly done, just like you say. You just want to just get everything right, you know.
I want to sleep in there. They need to see, so I'm putting my bed in there in.
I want to put some like wicker stuff along there, so it's like a wall going round, you know. It's just a little area, you know.
Yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted. Just a tiny little one. It's a bit of a windbreaker now. Because I tell you what, where I am, you know, when I sit at my doorway, I kind of feel my wind at all. No. Last night when I was sitting, I was like, wow.
Mainly the winds is going to come. The cold winds are going to come from the northeast.
Yeah.
Which is this way across, you know. So if I can sit back here and get a bit of the heat off the fire, that's the plan, you know.
That'll just
it'll just blow back in. And I'm just thinking there whether to put clay in between that, you know, between the gaps. Because it's all clay floor here, it's clay, you know. It's mint stuff. You get deep when you dug that big hole.
Big hole,
aye. Just dig a load of clay out and just fill it up. Might get a barrow and go up and do it, like.
I like that colour, like.
Black.
Aye.
You've got it as well, haven't you?
Brown, aye. Remember me out by ease, like little. You think he's going to get fed in that?
I know. Better
I
fed
bought,
than me, aren't they?
I bought a big massive bag of dry food like that. That's half gone already. I bought 10 fucking little pouches of wet food for them. I brought chewy bars for them. I brought fucking biscuits for them. I've never brought any.
And that's
fresh
about
chicken.
£5 yours in swear words.
Oh, you're cheating. You're cheating. Oh, straight.
Aye. So that's a
how
fiver
long
to his
you
next
could
charity.
tell this?
Aye.
Beep, 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 beep.
I'll not beat them out. Hello, girl. Hello,
I
darling.
haven't seen anything.
Could have been saying out. Still keep it in.
Yeah.
Can't beat this. Sitting in front of the fire. Owl in the background. It's lovely. Right, I'm going to get my tea on. I'm going to do it. Right, that'll do. I've got a big lamb leg, and I'm going to do that lamb and a stew. Make a stew out of it. So, I think here's Jimmy coming. Pot, chopping board, got my lamb, got my knife. Oh, Jim.
Oh,
Jim's come down to make his tea and all.
yeah. I need to go and get a couple of bricks from Tony's. And then I'll put the bricks there and then put me.
There's a big grill there, you know.
Oh, I've just bought this dude now. I can get a couple of bricks.
Gonna get my tea on. I'm videoing Jim, so I didn't want to catch you out, you know.
Alright, nice swearing then.
Me swearing.
So what you got? You got a.
Lamb leg.
I'll get the small bit there. Well, this is what I've got for the meat. It's obviously
Oh, you're making a chicken casserole.
chicken casserole.
I'm making
aye.
a lamb casserole, aye.
Obviously the girls will get some chicken leg. I've just had a load of
Nice lump of lamb leg.
Eh?
Nice big lump of lamb leg.
Oh Jesus, they're your best mate, these two.
Alright.
I can get a couple of bricks.
Any bother, pal? Just trying to cut all the lamb off. Get all the meat off. Do you want this, Chase? Do you want that? There you go then. There you go, you can have the lamb leg, look. Oh, what's that? Hey, what you got? Can't hide it now. Probably bury it actually. Look, there's a tiny bit of meat on that, like. Got some tatties. You want some tatties in there? You got tatties in?
Good.
I'll not eat all these.
Good,
eh?
good. Just tie them in, mate.
Aye, aye.
Yeah, aye.
Some tapies in. That's that. There you go. Right on in a minute. Look forward to getting a beer actually, mate. And get down! Get down, you! Off me bed.
Should be in it.
Not even
That
chasing.
Mitzi.
Aye.
Oh, I should be in it. Little bugger.
Yeah, mate, there's a bit of broccoli and thingy there. Get that in and all.
Done you too kind.
Ah, look after you, man. That'll be done in a couple of hours. Just sitting at it, toast away, minting it.
Aye. You got enough room there, John?
Aye, aye.
What? Put the eyes off that smoke. How well enough you come on the back there.
I'm ready for a beer now, and now that's set away. Get the nice pan on.
She'll be getting a proper wash before she jumps in night dust bag with me.
Who?
Mitzi.
She's thinking like.
Oh, I have already and all that. I've already given her a wash. I wish I was running all that bloody cock shite.
Yeah. There we go.
Right, scrans are on.
Scran's on. We're in, Jim. We're in.
Right, who we're going to slag off?
Aye, we'll have a slagging match. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I will do. To LB Custom Knives.
Aye, cheers.
Cheers,
matey.
pal. Cheers, rest in peace, brother.
Cheers, Sean.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, Lee.
Aye.
Lovely. It's lovely. Definitely went far too young, though, wasn't he?
I know.
Bless him.
I heard about Brad and Naram. I didn't watch his channel, and I heard about him.
His leather work was another level.
Aye.
And then he got into his knife making. Oh, unbelievable.
Chris was
Always.
telling us about him and all that, how he used to help him out as much as he could when Chris first started off.
Do you know what
and
it
all
is?
that.
He's done. He actually, when I got into my knife making, you know, you messaged him and he'd be straight back and
Yeah.
do little videos for you. John, this is what
Aye.
you need to do, and that just, you know, awesome lad. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sharpen his knife. I'll give it a little clean up. Because she is.
Do you
being
just
hammered.
use the different types of
I
sandpaper?
just use 1,000 grit just to get the marks off it, you know.
Aye.
Just give it a clean, then I just give it a strop, mate. That's all you need to do, really.
Aye.
You didn't-
Well, I was watching that lad that made the knife for you. That's,
Aye, well I'm going
that's
to do
the
a.
first time I've seen that.
Aye, I'm going to mention about Simon
Aye.
tomorrow. I'm going to show the video. I've got a knife giveaway, and it's to help Camp Bob get the stuff that it needs, and it's also some of the money's going to go to the local school. And there's a lad sent a knife down, so what I'll do is I'll show you that tomorrow in the daylight. But he's done a cracking job and
Absolutely mint.
absolutely awesome gift off the man, you know.
I hope I win it, like.
I hope I win it. Well, that's for stew ready, all done.
Oh,
How's it tasting, Jim? All right.
lush that, mate. Lush.
What do you got? Chicken curry? Chicken.
Chicken, aye,
Hot
chicken,
pot.
hot pot, stroke, casserole
Mhm.
type thing.
And I've got a lamb with beef stock casserole. Lovely.
Well, I think I've got a beef stock in there and all, haven't I?
Mhm. Beautiful. Nice open fire, mate.
Aye.
Lovely. We've just got gas on for an hour. Talking about what adventures we're gonna go on. I'm gonna do a lot of green lane. I think I mentioned at the beginning of the video. Green lane, and then plus doing the camping on the green lanes as well. So be good, won't it?
Oh, I'll be cracking.
Mint. Hence why it's Northeast Bushcraft Stroke Adventures now.
Uh-huh. Getting some good posts on there as well, aren't we?
We are. Aye, we certainly are. Ticking over nicely.
Right, doing well.
Right, I'm going to bring you back because I'm going to have me dinner. And bottle of beer, dinner, in front of an open fire with a good pal. That is where it's at. That is where it's at.
Cheers, everyone.
Good morning. 9:30 in the morning and I've just got out of bed. Lovely, lovely night, Kip. Them cork beds are definitely where it's at, like 100% of that. And it got down to about 1 degree last night. It was quite nippy. I think I need a new sleeping bag. I've had it about 5 or 6 years, something, and I've hammered it like so. I think it's time to get a new sleeping bag. I'll take that off there. Just get me gloves. Because I did feel the cold a little bit. Like it wasn't bad. It wasn't where I was uncomfortable. But I think another degree or two down. It would have been wouldn't have been good, like, it would have been an uncomfortable night. So I think it's a new kitchen bag I need. So I'm going to have a nice cup of coffee, get me breakfast on. In fact, I'll do that now. I'm going to warm this back up. Warm my stew back up. I'm going to have that. Oh, smoke. Them little tripods are brilliant. I think they're only about 15 quid off eBay. Chinese, you know. But I'll just I'll leave that up here. It's canny little system. Right, I'm going to get a cup of coffee because I'm waffling. Oh. There's that. Gotta bring your coffee mate out, people. Bit of honey, because I'm on a diet. I think I said earlier, back to the gym, lose some weight for my holidays, get back into shape for all the lasses on the beach, you know what I mean? Can't beat a cup of coffee in the morning, can you? Get a cup of coffee before I do anything, me. That'll do. Lovely. Hello. Right, this is I'm just going to do a knife review that we're going to be raffling in the next bushcraft meet. It's not going to be this bushcraft meet we're having now because it's just going to be a small one. It's going to be the one after, which is hopefully going to be a bigger one, you know. So it'll be about another 2 or 3 months. But I got a message off a lad off my last video, and basically said what we were doing at Camp Bob was amazing, you know, and he wanted to donate something to her to help Camp Bob. So he sent a knife over, and he come all the way from New Zealand. Unbelievable generosity, like, you know. Say, I don't do this channel to receive anything, you know. I really don't. I get loads of offers to review stuff, you know. I get people saying, can you review this for us, and can you do that, and I don't do it, like, you know. I really don't do it. I'm not about that. And Camp Bob is a members only like woodland, you know. But we open it to Northeast Bushcraft Stroke Adventures and lads in the Northeast or around the country to come and use it, you know. And you know, these meets help get us stuff, and like if we need new stuff, we've had to build toilets. There's wood we buy, there's chippings we buy for the floor and that, you know. And we want to put a new path in. We want to get some new canopies, some new parachutes, so we can have like a whittling area. We're hopefully going to be getting the scouts coming up, and the cadets. Like the young'uns, you know. Basically what we want to do there is get a few different areas where they've got like firelighting area, so the kids can learn about firelighting area. Another area to do with knots and things like that. So we've got a lot planned, really a lot planned, you know, to open it up to the public a bit, you know, like the lads who were into this, and also the kids as well. You know, the mums and dads who want to take the kids camping in the woods. This is what this Camp Bob's for, you know. So if anyone wants to come up, there's another meet next month. If you go on Northeast Bushcraft Stroke Adventures, you will see the dates up there. Put your name down. Like I just said before, it's just going to be a meet where people can come, have the little areas, camp. There's no raffles on this one. There's no barbecue or nothing on this one, you know. It's just basically come up, chill and enjoy what we've got up here, you know. You see we've got the ranges up there, we've got the catapult ranges, we've got the air rifle ranges, and we have got plans for, like I was just saying there, about like a wood area so you can sit and whittle and things like that. It's all going to take time, you know. Rome wasn't built in a day, and we've got a good group of lads here now who's willing to work, you know, and put the effort in. Few jobs need doing. We've got a bit of problem with the water. We've got it sorted now. We've put a drainage system in and everything, and it's flushed it away, but there's still work needs doing. It's a work in progress. There, my phone went off for some reason. Anyway, like I was saying, get yourself over to Northeast Bushcraft Stroke Adventures, and join the group, you know. Like I say, if you're in the Northeast, you're a father or you're a mother, and you want to take your kids in the woods, this is an ideal place to come, you know. It's got everything here. It's got running water, it's got the ranges, it's got places for you to camp, and you're going to be safe, you know. That's the main thing. No one's going to come in here and move you on. But as like I was saying, there was a lad got in touch with us and basically mentioned about the giveaway we did last year, you know, the last meet. We raised money. The Northumbrian local knife maker donated a knife, and all the money off that went towards Tony's charity, which is Bellissima. And I think we raised in total, I think with all the I mean, I had people on YouTube messaging us saying that they've anonymously donated, and I think it was about £800 and odd we raised for them in total, you know. It's a good, don't know if that was all Northeast Bushcraft and Camp Bob, but I know here would raise a lot of money off the raffle, you know, for the knives and then the bottle he brought up and everything. So everyone who donated that, thanks very much. I think I said that in my last video. But there was a lad got in touch with us. I actually met him at the Bushcraft show, actually. I was sitting having a drink with Michelle and Gary and his wife, and this fella come over and he says, "Oh, I watch your videos, you know." I get that quite a lot, you know. It's nice when people come over and recognise you, you know. It is nice. And he basically sat down for an hour and he showed us his knives, and we sat and talked, you know. And anyway, he got in touch with us after that last video I put up of the Camp Bob meet, where we're all singing around the fire, and it was a great weekend. And he just said he would like to donate a knife to Camp Bob, and we can raffle off and do whatever with it, you know. Well, what we plan on doing with it is we're going to send some money up to the local school. We've got a local school, not too far away from Bob. We're going to go and hand a donation over to them, just as a little, you know, a little summit from us, because they must sit and think, what's all them cars doing there, because it's right like near the school, you know. So it'd be nice to go up and tip a hat and tell them what we're doing, you know. So we're going to donate some of the money to that off this knife that I'm going to show you, and then we're also going to the rest of it, like I was saying, we've got things to do here, and you say the members pay the membership fees, but that just pays for the woods. The rest of the stuff we've got to either beg, borrow and steal to get, you know, all the wood and everything. There's a few builders here and they bring wood in and things like that, you know. A few joiners and different trades they've all got, and they bring stuff up, you know. But we want to put a path in. Hold on, just stop that. We want to put a path in to make it easier getting in, because it gets quite muddy. So the money we make off this knife is going to go towards a school, and also put in new things for Camp Bob to make this better, you know. So anyway, I'm waffling there, but here we go. I'll show you. That's the lads. It's Simon Walker, and it's SGW Knives, and he's based in New Zealand. That's where he lives. He was over at the Bushcraft show to visit family and come to the Bushcraft show, so it was lovely to meet him. And it comes with a letter of authenticity. So I'm just trying to show you that. I mean, there's all the paper. It comes with all the paperwork anyway, you know. It's a awesome awesome knife. But he just said, I want to give you something, you know. So this is the knife. Lovely leather work with a red stitching. I've had to do this video twice because the first one was terrible and it didn't give the knife justice, so I'm going to do it a different way. He's got his little markers, his little marker on there, SGW, and it comes with a little ticket, and it tells you everything on the back. It's called the Woodcrafter, and it's 4mm01 tapered tang. I can't really read your writing, but and it's veg tan with a dangler, and it's bloody. It comes with everything on there. Tells you everything on the back of it, you know. So there you go. It comes with that, and this is the knife for you. There we go, people. It's an absolute belter, like. Red liners, tapered tang, you see. Beautiful work. Beautiful, beautiful work. Mate, it's a work of art. It's an absolute work of art. It really is. So we're going to raffle that off for £5 a number. You can either buy your tickets when you come to the meet. You can buy your tickets at this meet that you just come up on if you want to pay your money now. And we'll raffle it on the one after, because it'll have more people, and I want to try and get as much as I can for it, you know. I really do. You know, I think on the tickets it was 350 quid for this knife. That's what he sells them for. I mean, they're not cheap. There's a lot of work goes into them, you know. So that's the knife, and it's an absolute belter. So honestly, Simon, unbelievable generosity, pal. Really didn't have to do it, but I'm really glad you have, because it's going to help out, you know, mate. It really is. But what happened is, with him sending over and he put the price on the envelope and everything, I got taxed £60. Had to pay the £60 before I got the knife. So I messaged him and I just says, look, mate, do you normally have to pay, just put that down, do you normally have to pay like a duty tax on the knives? And he says, oh no, not like normally. He says, but I've been too honest, I've put what the price was, you know. He says, oh, I'll send some money what I can afford. And I says, look, didn't worry about it. I'll cover that, it's not a problem, do you know what I mean? You've done enough. So I was in the house, and then the bloody postman come, and he sent us a bloody another knife down, hasn't he? You didn't have to do that, mate. Absolutely. See what I mean? Your generosity is unbelievable. He sent us a little necker down. I'll show you it here. And he just says, look, John, I didn't want to see you out of pocket. I've sent you a little knife, you know, and he's donated us a knife, and I'm going to keep it because we love it, actually. He sent us a knife down as a basically a sorry, I think, you know, and you didn't have to, pal, you know, that I was out of pocket. It doesn't matter, you know. I'll put that in. That's not a problem. Do you know what I mean? And but I absolutely love it. It's a little necker. Exactly the same with the red stitching on. It's awesome, and this will come in handy for me, mate, because I'll use it for the rabbiting and breasting the pigeons and things, you know. I'll just take that off there. Beautiful, and it's perfect. Just a perfect little, just ideal for me rabbits and skin and that, you know. We'll get the odd deer as well, so when we go shooting, a few lads who bring us the odd deer around, so skinning that as well be perfect, mate. Absolutely love it. See, you didn't have to do that, mate. Your generosity was enough, you know, what you donated to her. But mate, I absolutely love it, and thanks again, pal. I couldn't do a video without saying thanks to you, mate. So I'm waffling a little bit now, but it'll be for the next meet that we'll have. Not this one coming up, the one after, because it will be a bigger meet. And like I say, I want to try and raise as much as I can. It's not a cheap knife. It's a good one. Whoever wins it's going to be a lucky person, you know. I hope I win it. I hope I win it, because I'm buying a couple of numbers as well. 100% I'm buying a couple of numbers. So anyway, I'm going to leave it at that. But thanks, Simon Walker, SGW Knives. Go out and check them out if you want a knife. If you want a knife made, or you want some leather work done, get in touch with him. I'm sure he'll oblige, you know. You know, it just shows what kind of man he is, doesn't it, to donate to someone who he doesn't even know, to a group of lads that he doesn't even know. I think it's awesome, like, and if ever you're over here, mate, you're more than welcome. And now you come and visit family, you can come up here, and if we're off, we'll come and join you. If not, come and use it anyway. Come and sit and chill out and do a video up here or something. Thanks very much, pal. Alright, I'm going to leave it at that. Get over to North East Bushcraft Stroke Adventures. If you want a ticket, leave a message on there, and we'll put you in the draw, you know. Anyway, I'll see you later. Ta-da. Right lads, that's me getting ready to pack up. It's been a productive couple of days. Jimmy's just give us all this to go around. I've got a load more coming off my pal, so it'll look a lot tidier than that, but for now it's just took the edge off my shed, you know. So I'll take you a little look around. It's time to tidy up. So Geordie corner, and there she is. You've probably seen loads of it in this video. There's my new table I've just built. Gives us a wash place, you know. I can stand and get a wash in the morning. All my chairs will be put away. I'm going to have the canvas coming right the way, the camouflage come right the way along the top as well. Aye, it's getting there. My little wood shed is camouflaged up. See, all of this here, all this mud is when I put it up. I think I mentioned it earlier on. I'm going to get a big sponge and some soapy water and give it a wash off and then let it dry, you know. So it's getting there. I've got my campfire done. A few different hanging positions, I think I've said that as well. But no, we've just been up and done a tip run. It's starting to look a lot cleaner through here now. Getting rid of a load of stuff that was left, so that's all been tucked down to the tip. We have tidied all the pallets up. That's all ready for the kitchen build, which is going to be happening soon. What else is happening? We're doing the drainage. We've got the drainage sorted, so it's working anyway. So we'll see what the next rainpour, what happens when it rains again, you know. What else? A new path coming in. We're going to put a new path coming in because the one coming in is getting absolutely hammered. So we're just going to come straight into the woods instead of walking along. But no, it's a lot better. A lot better. There's Gary's place pitch there. Stevie Telford's. So he's going to camouflage all that up as well. But like I say, people have had to bring their own wood in, you know, because you kind of chop the trees down in here. You know, it's not a big enough wood, so you've got to do what you've got to do. And everyone fancies the one little pitch where we can come up and chill, you know. So it's ideal, absolutely ideal. And there's the range at the back. That's all getting camouflaged at the back, and then you've got the catapult ranges just each side of there. We're going to come up with loads of spray cans and do it that way, I think. So yep, up and coming things to happen. Next video there should be a few changes, hopefully. Right. There we have it, all nice and tidy, ready for the next time I come up. Give you a quick look in here. So I've just got my table left. My bed's always stays up, you know. Just a floor mat to put my boots on when I get out of bed. Got my little kitchen there, lovely. Take my kettle away with us. My chair, my water, little table there. Little bag with a dog bag in. Dog blanket in, sorry. But no, the next job when I come up is going to get all this off. I mean, I must have mentioned it 4 or 5 times, but it's really annoying us because I really want to get it done. But I need a big sponge, to be fair. So that's what I'm going to do. My fireplace, I want to pack that up, pack this up, and leave the 2 grills. But fire's out. What I'll do is I'll take all the sticks out and I'll start collecting that for the toilet, just to put over the top for a compost toilet, you know. So that's what I'm going to start doing. I'm going to get a silver bucket and just basically start collecting my ashes, you know. So we've got plenty of stuff to hide down once you've been to the toilet. Chainsaw away. Dog's ready for home. Are you ready for home, Chase? You ready for home, son? Yeah? He'd stay here all day. Honestly, he would. He'd stay here for a week. So there's my bag packed. Got a couple of oranges. That's what I'm going to eat now. Happy days. Happy days. What a cracking couple of days in the woods. This is definitely where it's at, lads. Definitely where it's at. Right, well that's me anyway. I'm gonna leave it there. I don't know what I'll put in. Like I say, it's been a first day we've sat and chilled. Today we've worked. I've done a bit on my shelter. More to do. It's a work in progress, you know. But it's getting there. It's getting the way I want it. Jimmy's been working on his. Said it's the first time he's come up being really chilled, you know. So we'll put a few hours graft in today. Done a canny bit of work in that time. So happy days. I'm waffling, lads. But look, I'll see you on the next one, alright? See you in a bit. Hashtag. This is where it's at. Camp Bob. See you later. See you later.